These days, they say that everything is just a prompt away. A Google search, a YouTube video can solve most of your problems. And while there may actually be a tinge of truth to that, it doesn't always turn out that way for the majority. You see, most businesses fail not because of a lack of information, but because they don't have the right strategy and feedback. In this video, I'll show you how to solve the real problem in your business and how you can be finally unstuck and start scaling your company. Again, I want to bring this question here. Why do so many businesses fail when there is all those tools and information? The truth is, most business owners are actually missing strategy and feedback that will actually drive the growth needle. Later on in the video, I will share a little known approach that separates businesses that stagnate from those that actually scale, and most people don't even know really exists. Hi, I'm Craig Hardell from Get Dream Customers, and I help local and service-based businesses turn clarity into paying clients without the tech mess or wasting time on traffic that doesn't convert. Comment the word UNSTUCK and I'll send you my free checklist to help you attract the right clients while watching this video. It's active tools to immediately identify what's costing you sales and the scale that you're most likely looking for. The first reason why a lot of businesses fail or plateau instead of actually growing and scaling like they should is because they focus on a lot of tools instead of strategy. Tools may seem to solve an actual problem, but it never always solves the underlying issue. For example, a business buys a very popular CRM, maybe an email marketing tool, a scheduling app, but they don't have any clear plan for how they will use them together. And when they actually try to use them, eventually they only realize that it actually is creating more chaos and confusion among themselves or the actual team. Another example could be a graphic design studio that could spend a couple hundred, let's say 500 plus, on multiple tools to help them get clients, and may have several months where they're barely getting any customers because there's no real conversion plan in terms of how they're actually using the tool and the actual measure outcomes that it's attaining. A third example would be a small accounting firm that may invest in a large and fancy CRM, but they never quite use it properly to track leads and ends up wasting quite a bit of money. So focusing on tools may seem like it's the most productive thing that you could do. But if you don't have a proper strategy, especially when your business is small and you don't have a ton of money to spend, extra overhead to spend on tools, it could actually be quite counterproductive. The second reason is information overload. Yes, the internet may have everything you can find, whether that's an LLM, whether that's by voice. However, it could also conflict with a lot of the existing knowledge that you have or that is out there. And that is where the confusion lies. If the information generally isn't connected or makes sense relatively to what you know, generally it's not that helpful. And that is why watching 5 YouTube tutorials on lead generation or downloading multiple freebies and never really taking action on any of them doesn't yield much results. And it is way better to take one or just a few or a program or services like someone like myself and go deep in really decent information rather than have all these disparate resources that actually lead to little to no results. And that is a common trap of many small business owners because they have what we call shiny object syndrome and they're addicted to the new thrill of a new tool, a new strategy, rather than actually putting wood and paper and actually getting something accomplished. Thirdly, and this is a really crucial part in the process, is that they may have a strategy, they may have some tools, but there is no feedback. There is no accurate measurement of whether said strategy and the tools to implement those strategies are actually yielding results. And that obviously is problematic because one, you do not know whether your intended results or your intended goals are being reached, and also you do not know, even if you have a little bit of success, what to actually tweak to improve to get further results. And one of the important things when it comes to scaling and growing a business is to be able to measure what's actually working and to be able to assess where the actual bottlenecks are for your highest growth potential. Where are your next investments and where they should really go to yield the best results. It could be people, it could be tools, it could be marketing, it could be sales. You need that clarity rather than just guessing. So generally, what a lot of businesses do not have. So whether that is the tool, whether that is not strategy, whether that is not a feedback system that actually helps them iterate and improve where they're falling short and actually quantifiably get better and better results as the efforts go along or as the objectives expand, is generally what they need is a system that aligns it all. So for example, a consulting client would map their processes for lead generation, qualification, proposals, conversions, and they track each step of the way, and they track the actual drop-offs where something may be wrong in the process, leading to a drastic decline in sales conversions with the actual next step, so that they could actually understand what to fix, whether it's the script is the problem, whether it's really just the messaging, maybe the offer is wrong. So generally, a lot of owners fall into the trap of also believing that the system needs to be fancy, and that is not always the case. That is why you need to understand generally what particular component of your sales process or of your business operations typically needs fixing. And it doesn't always need to be a huge expense to accomplish this. Sometimes you may even have to take certain things away to get more optimal results. Now, if you felt stuck in your business, maybe you had some decent months, but you're struggling to grow, and you feel like despite your best efforts, you're not really going anywhere, hit this like button. I know exactly what that's like and how you feel. And one of my clients went from no growth to, in a couple of months, almost doubling their conversions, their leads and their conversions, by focusing on strategy and not just tools. And I'd love to help you do that as well. Now remember that little approach I mentioned in the beginning of the video. Don't go away, we'll come into that very soon as well. Now let's look at a couple of things that you could do differently. I need you to imagine knowing what actions are necessary to move your business forward. Now this sounds simple, but not from your point of view, because typically once you're in the day-to-day running things, you typically do not always see specifically what's wrong. And even if you may have an idea, typically the problem isn't always obvious. So one of the first solutions here is to make sure you understand what the issue is, and then you have a set of actions that you could take to potentially move your business forward and receive very good feedback, so that you have an idea as to what is working. So for example, a service-based business is testing a new email sequence. Maybe they're trying to lift their conversions. They measure open rates, click-through rates, book calls. Within a week or two, they may know what converts best, and they may know what type of client a particular approach attracts and how to really tweak their sales process to weed out a particular section of their audience, and to really hone in on who the ideal customers are and at bringing those in. This also changes everything, because instead of guessing or spinning your wheels, you actually focused on what moves the needle, what grows the business. So instead of posting daily on social media and just hoping for results, hoping that you actually get reach and people actually see your posts. As a business, for example, you would be more focused on your marketing objectives, and you have a coherent strategy to actually reach your ideal customers. So you have different kinds of posts, they will have different objectives, and generally be able to measure what works and why, and be able to tailor as your marketing calendar goes along. Also, businesses that actually implement this clearly, they become more confident and eventually see consistent results. Because two schools of thought here. One, most people do not have a coherent plan. You're not following an actual structured strategy. So on one end, taking actual action, following through fully, actually elevates your results because you actually have something to compare it with. On the other hand, even if you're doing this already, generally, if your solutions and action steps are more aligned, you're able to see things more clearly. And generally, that clarity will increase your confidence. And then as a result, the changes that you make will improve the results and consistency that you get them with. So for example, a coaching client would not have a dashboard to track the leads, proposals, client conversions. After a couple of months, the fact that they're actively measuring those things and tracking the execution to really increase the actual calls and potential leads that they have, and also even their budget with how much they spend, but in a more targeted way, eventually they begin to yield much better results. And the best part, which I actually want to touch on, because I did broach this very briefly in the beginning of the video, we don't always need more tools. Sometimes you need to take away. But what you need is an actual strategy and actionable feedback. Feedback that's actually useful, that you can actually use and actually do something with. So one of the earlier examples in the video were the businesses who had expensive CRMs and email tools. So they may have picked one system, created a process, and tracked the actual results. Within a month or two, they would have a much better idea as to what to change and what's converting and what more efficiently gets them to their desired result. If this reasoning resonates with you, subscribe and hit that notification bell. I share practical growth strategies every week to help business owners like you get unstuck and scale. Now here's the approach I promised earlier in the video. Start tracking your results and actually every action that you take, and then only adjust based on what the data tells you. I know this is simple, but most people do not do it. That is why many companies have tracking softwares, especially when you work remotely. They track the exact actions the employee takes. And the idea isn't to be draconian, but to be very measured in the actual execution of your plans. Therefore, if you seriously want consistent results, you need consistent inputs. And if you have consistent inputs, only then you could actually have measurable adjustments that will get you to the actual goals that you want. It's almost like you're doing something as laboring as writing a book. You need to plan your chapters, when you're going to write them, when you're going to research. So just like a large marketing campaign, it is the same thing. You need to track your KPIs, when a particular email or social will be sent, and what the actual conversion strategy is, and generally how well it's working over time. Now that you have the right strategy and feedback, the next challenge is to convert those right actions into paying clients consistently. And that's exactly what I'll be showing in the next video. Click the link in the description to book a consultation with me, and I'll pinpoint exactly where your business is stuck and help you create a core and clear plan to begin growing and to be getting to your next best level. Again, the next challenge is turning actual strategy into client growth. That is exactly what we'll be tackling in the next video.